stress them out this time of year. And one theme stood out. JC is here with us. Hi.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Eve, yeah, exactly. All right, so stress, something everyone feels this time of year, but I'm curious what your social media followers
and I'll say the closer that we got to today, the closer we got to the holiday, more and more shares as people are like, here's another one. And all of them have something to do with things that people enjoy, whether it be family or traditions or activities or shopping or the weather. The things that they enjoy the most are also the things that are innately tied to the things that cause stress that make them want to maybe consider not engaging like they normally would. It's a big conundrum, isn't it?
So specifically, is it family? Is it politics? Is it what are you hearing from your people?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking that there would be a lot of like, it's politics.
Yeah.
Maybe like 15-20% was politics. A lot of them was like having to show up and you know, show up in the right way or show up and you know, talk about the thing that the family wants to talk about or not wants to talk about. It's all the same things because, you know, I normally post this question every year to go, hey, what are the stressors? And they don't really change. But it's always this connection of the things that we love about the holidays are also the things, because it's with the people and the passions and the things that we care most about, it also causes the stress. Stress is time plus friction, creates that really icky, ugly thing.
So why not post the question, or why not post ideas on how to handle that stress, right? There have to be things that we can do.
Yeah. So the first thing that I love bringing up is, you know, families who come together often have the traditions that some people go, here's the way it should be, here's the way it should be. And all of a sudden we get to that place of, it's not the way that it was. Things aren't going to be the way that it was. So I always love suggesting, do something that no one's done before yet. Go to a new restaurant, you know, experience new cultures' food. You know, me and Mike were just talking about Diane's place. It's like, I love that restaurant. It's brand new. Go as a family and go, it's like, oh, we're experiencing this together for the first time. Community service, taking the focus off of who we are to maybe who are other people that we can share our family's energy and love and energy with. Like those types of things all of a sudden disarm the here's what it's supposed to be into here's what it is right now.
I joked about pushing grandma down the ski slope at Highland. I didn't mean that. So, but
Deb, he wasn't talking to you.
The outdoor or some kind of exercise component can be something that's good.
Well, like if you think, like we're in the age of pickleball, right?
Everyone's loving the pickleball.
Like, and that's the great indoor opportunity. Or maybe broom ball if someone wants to like bruise their butt or break a hip. It's like there's your outdoor opportunity. But again, doing those things that get the juices moving in a way that it's not, here's what's supposed to be. Here's what is.
Or plunk down in front of the TV and then everyone's got their phone in their hands too. I mean, it's just like trying to do something to get people moving.
I also think about like the need sometimes to just like take that pause and the pressure you can sometimes feel if you're hosting, that you've got a whole house full of people, but maybe the best thing for you is just to just escape for 5 minutes, take that pause, kind of regroup.
Well, at the end of the day, we are our own people with the own things that we're dealing with. That sometimes we need to deal with those things. So what are those solo traditions that you can do? Right after I leave here, I'll go to Baker Square, I'll get my French silk pie, I'll take my picture of me looking at it like I'm Kevin from Home Alone looking at his cheese pizza all for himself. I do it every year. And yes, I eat every bit of that pie. That's my solo tradition.
Wow.
I was thinking as I was watching Mike's segment, it's like put on your favorite Christmas album, holiday album, and go drive around and look at Christmas lights by yourself. Taking that time to go, what am I grateful for? What do I have going on that I need to be aware of and deal with? So when you walk back into that house, you can actually be with those people because you've already been with yourself.
Good stuff, JC. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
And just to be clear, not everyone gets stressed out by having people around.
Exactly.
Don't want to imply that.
No.
Just, Mom, because I know you're watching.
You just sent your mom and dad to Florida.
Yep, drove them on down, came them back.
That's why he's the wellness coach. He knew how to do it. He gets rid of the family, and then he celebrates
you're sitting in your house with your silk pie.
As my mom right now is watching this down in Florida and like messaging me on Facebook Messenger.
All of our moms are messaging. You're not alone.
We already got a message. All right, you can keep up with JC on his website, jclippold.com.
Have we mentioned that Thanksgiving is tomorrow?
Oh my gosh,
Is your menu set? Coming up after the break, we have a bartender joining us so we can get our cocktail list in order, including a non-alcoholic option. Stick around.